Hey YouTube, it's D3 Wildebeest, and I've been promising you a survival video. I don't know how to start it, but this is how it's gonna go. On September 11th of 2012, my brother and I got into a car crash at approximately 2:30 in the afternoon. This is actually a really scary accident. Let me tell you how it happened. When we were driving home from school, my brother's back tire popped. That was a bummer. You know, that didn't faze us. We didn't spin out because of the flat tire. Just personally, we actually had control, so we were just trying to go into the emergency lane and just stop. Because my father had the spare tire, and all you just need to do is just take that one off and put a new one in. That's all you need to do. So when we were doing that, some guy in an Integra thought we were racing because my brother was trying to get to the emergency exit, so he was going like through like a lane trying to get to the emergency lane. So the guy goes like this. We're right about to hit the emergency lane and clip. So yeah, once we get clipped, we're like, oh fuck, and then my brother just slams on the brakes, right? And that's the problem, you know. We got clipped, my brother panicked. It's a normal thing. And then what happened was the truck went like this, eek, like that, and it just went boom, straight onto a tree about 60 miles an hour. I'm just letting you guys know because people can be they're like, oh, that's bullshit because if you were going head up on a tree, you'd be dead. Yeah, that was my brother saying what. So, this is what happened. That's what happened. It was a 1968 Ford F-250 pickup truck. So it was all steel, and we didn't have airbags, and we were fucked up. Yeah, that's the thing is, my brother got hit so hard he got ejected from the front part. The front, the center, out through the front windshield. He got hit by the tree, so he was like this, off the car, boom, into the tree, and boom, onto the ground, dead. My brother was pronounced dead on the scene. I was unconscious in the fire. What happened was that in a 1968 Ford pickup truck, the gas tank is right underneath the seat. I got hit. Actually, I got hit in the eye by the steering column or the shift column, and sorry, it's just like from the accident. It's kind of hard if you try to remember things, because I had a severe concussion and I got threatened, and I was actually been told to drop out of school. That I'll just tell in a second. I'm just gonna tell you, like, out of all the people, like, there's like it was like a 3-lane road, and all three were stopped. And out of all those people, there was only one car, just only one, with 2 people in it that came out of the car and helped us. The rest of them just sat there and watched. And what happened was, the guy grabbed and pulled my brother away from the car, and was trying to give him CPR because he had no response or anything. And for me, I was in the car. Still, it was partially engulfed in flames. My right leg. I was unconscious, and she pulled me out of the car before the whole truck was fully engulfed in flames. I'm talking about every last speck of it. This man right here almost burnt to death. So, yeah. Once I was unconscious, my whole face was all swollen because I took a really hard hit to the head, which gave me a super severe concussion. This is what happened in the first-person view of a near-death experience. I gained consciousness, okay? Felt fuzzy, just felt really fuzzy. My teeth were numb, my whole body was numb. I was just able to move my head. And when I kind of looked forward, like when I was like, oh, I was laying back and I looked up, there's a truck on fire. That's pretty scary. I look to my left, and I see my parents crying. And it felt like a dream because it's how, like, the fuzzy feeling, the little light feeling, like a cloudy feel. It was just from blood in my eyes. And I look to my right, and this is the scary part, guys, okay? This is no joke whatsoever. My brother, I look to my right. Before my brother was dead, before my brother died, he just stared at me. And, when he stared at me, dead in the eye, literally. And this is no joke. I look to my right, and I see my brother dead, looking at me, with his eyes open and his mouth all. That's actually the scariest part. No one understands why. Like, how can I endure that? I just did. I didn't feel anything. But then I had a lip flap, because my front teeth went through my lip. There was like a big old scar here. And what happened was, there's a big old flap on the front of my teeth, and I found it and I bit down on it accidentally. And then the pain was real. The heat was real. The light was real. I stared at the sun beaming down my face. My hearing was like muffed. And then once I started getting consciousness, it started to get up. It's basically I was getting back into the zone. And then a gurney came. A couple of guys with gurney, and I was told to raise my hand up like this. And once I was doing it, they kind of lifted my head up a little bit and put a neck brace on. And that felt unreal. My clothes was cut off, so all I was wearing was underwear in the sun in front of about like 500 cars. I was full stopped in traffic. And then I was hearing my dad like this. Garrett, you are going to be just fine. You are going to be just fine. I'm there for you, son. I love you, my baby. Those were the first words I heard. And I was like, Dad, is that you? And I started panicking. My heart was racing, and I just started crying. Because I didn't know what to do. And, you guys think my brother's dead? There's this fireman that didn't give up. It's from Engine 26 in San Jose, California. So if you guys live in San Jose, California, you see Engine 26. Those are the guys that saved my brother's life. It was a very tragic experience. It was actually the best experience. It was actually the best day of my life. Was hearing my brother coming back to life. It's a scary thought. I heard a scream. I just heard a big fucking scream. It was like one of the loudest screams I've ever heard. Not like a pop-up from a video on YouTube or anything, but it was my brother in pain. Before I was going into the ambulance, I was able to kind of look to my right, and I saw my brother wiggling his feet. And that was the best thing I've ever seen. He was like wiggling his feet and screaming. That means that he's alive. Knowing that my brother was alive, and God gave him that second chance because he deserved it. So, I'm going to let you guys know there's a message from a message coming from me, is that actually for all the little brothers out there, and the older brothers, and the older sisters, like just siblings, like older sisters, older brothers, younger, who gives a dang, okay? I'm giving you a message of, regardless of how much you guys fight, and how much you guys say I hate each other, and how much you guys just try to be forgetful with each other. Because my brother and I had a falling out a few days before it. And my brother didn't like it, and I was mad at him. He doesn't like it when I'm mad at him. And he said that, Garrett, I will be there for you for anything. I promise. I was just so mad I just couldn't face it. But he proved to me that day. He proved to me on September 11, 2012 that he is there for me. So if you guys are going to fight, if you guys are going to do that, all that mean stuff, you guys got to realize that this and this person that can be right here next to me, my brother, my first spirit gunner, my second spirit, he's at work right now. So that's good. I know it's a very long video, but I hope you guys just stay there, just stay and watch the whole video. It's a very long video. It's a very, very, very very swell life lesson that we all have to enjoy. We all have to hear this. Because I guarantee you that one of these days, you guys will have a very bad, very, very bad moment with each other. I'm not saying a car accident like, oh, we lost each other dead. I'm talking about if you guys say the wrong thing to them and they just give up. Okay? Regardless of whatever happens, regardless of all of this, regardless of anything, they are there for you. And if you think that someone's not there for you, they are. You just don't know it. Give them the chance. That's all you need. Ever. Stay in school. Do your homework, kids. Do everything that you cannot think you can't do. Do everything. Because you don't know when things can happen. It happens like that. I'm sorry if I'm mad, but you know what? There's kids out there that don't understand underage pregnancy, murder, falling outs with their family, alcohol and drugs. You guys don't need that. You don't need any of that. I promise you, your life will be better. I promised my brother that I will never get in an argument with him ever again. I told him that I will be there for him every day for the rest of my life now. Me and him are now best friends. Me and him are everything to each other now. So there's a lesson, kids. I may seem like I'm 19 years old, but there's kids out there that just don't understand. My brother saved my life for a reason. Because he knew I had a lot going for myself. And he knew, regardless of all that I said, he gave me that chance. I would have been dead, and he was. So all of those kids out there, do the best you can. You don't need any of that. Bad for you.